I think we might need a little bit more context, though. Starting with you, Jess, give us an idea of what it's all about.
It's kind of like one of those films where we want to make you jump. So we've got the devil worshippers, we've got a group of school kids. It's kind of appealing to a few different people there with how we've gone with it. But it's just great fun to film. We had like the best time. So.
It was like the best few weeks, honestly. It was amazing.
And tell us a little bit, is it a teenage horror or is it a bit tongue-in-cheek? Is there a bit elements of comedy in there?
Yeah, I think we can call it a teenage one for sure, but
definitely.
I mean, I'm a massive horror fan, so I've always gone for films like this where you can kind of have a laugh with it, which there is funny sections throughout the film, but also it's going to make you jump. So it's not one where you literally can't go to sleep at night and you're going to...
Yeah, no, you'll be fine, but it'll just give you a bit of a whoop.
Tell us about who you play, starting with you, Jess.
Yeah, I play Ashley, and I suppose my character is more of a bit of a dolly bird, fancies Luke, the guy we've just seen walking into the room there. And but I do change. I can't tell you too much more than that, but there's a big change in me, which was so much fun to play because I've always been cast as kind of like the ditzy one, and this time I get to be a bit bad.
And yourself, Amber?
So I play Lindsay. She's kind of the bad gal of the group. She's like the sassy queen. She is best friends with Victoria, who's like the female lead, and there may be some other things going on there as well. And throughout the film, basically, Lindsay, Victoria and her boyfriend Harry have got these romantic plans together, and Lindsay is not having any of that. So the film kind of revolves around me trying to break up their plans, and then all of these other spooky happenings occur.
Set in the college. Matt, you're staying quiet at the back of the class there.
Yeah, I am indeed. You're just letting these lovely ladies speak. No, I play Michael. I start off the film. The film starts back in the 1960s, where the devil worshippers are, and I play Michael, one of the devil worshippers. And I'm the guy that goes out and gets the girl and sort of impregnates her, and from that, the seven have tried to recreate the devil child, and they've had many failed attempts. But this time, Michael actually falls in love with the girl that he's impregnated and wants to save her. And this causes big riots. There's a big fight scene. And I'm kind of go from the baddie to being the saviour, and then from there, that's when we jump back to now times, and that's when you see these characters come in, and then my character comes back towards the end when there's, like Jess says, some other stuff goes on, but obviously can't say too much. So yeah, I mean, it was great. I was on set for a day, only for a day. Got to meet these people. They're all buzzing. They've been filming for a while, and yeah, just you know. It's when you film like short little films like this, you know, you become like a little family, and everyone's great. There was no divas on set, there was no nothing. Everyone just got on, and we had a great time. Lovely time.
Very specific answer there, Matt. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not going to go back. You got to pick up on that because you guys were saying it was incredibly fun to film. Yeah. What was it like just hanging around? And was it filmed in a real sort of college theatre set? Yeah,
it was actually in Epping Forest
College.
Yeah. So every day we went in, I call it the film bubble, and we kind of get trapped in this like family. Everything in our past, like, or in our lives, just becomes irrelevant. It doesn't really mean anything anymore, and your whole life is just this film and the people you're with. So I remember when we wrapped, I just sat there. I didn't know what to do with myself for about a week. I just like.
I think I cried when we wrapped. It's so weird because when you start filming, you're all strangers, like you don't know anyone. And I think the whole shoot was about 2 weeks, and by the end of it, genuinely, like everyone feels like family.
Within an hour, isn't it? Like,
yeah, I say at the end, no, literally. It was within a few hours, and then I think by the end, we were spending like 15, 16-hour days with everyone. It's so intense. You're all like living together, eating together, working together. And by the end, I think we all just sat down and we were like, we kind of miss each other so much. It was just the most amazing experience.
How long did it take to film then?
I think it was about 2 weeks. We had like pick-up days and ADR sessions, which, you know, the voiceover stuff. So it was about 2 weeks full-on filming, but then bits and pieces throughout the year after that.
But they were long days. Like, we were working hard. It was a hefty 2 weeks.
It was on a schedule as well. So, like, if we ran over, we had to be out of the college at a certain hour. So if we run over, we're like, hey, guys, we've got to get this done. And I got in trouble once with Luke, one of the other actors, because we was on a schedule and we were told, we've got to get this done, guys, we've got minutes. And I was like, OK, so Luke... Oh, so I tell a story.
You can say I love this story.
As he shouted action, and I'm 30 years old. I shouldn't find that funny. I didn't. I had to take 5 minutes off of set to delay even longer.
They never stop being funny, do they?
No, exactly.
It's just one of those things. But tell us, I mean, on the set, you guys said you had a lot of fun. It must have been a bit spooky at times, or was it just completely...
No, I think
especially as the filming got on, and there were certain scenes, when you watch the film, you'll see what I mean, but there are certain scenes which are definitely more spooky, the spooky props. And when we were filming that, the fact it was in a closed school at night time, I got the heebie-jeebies a few times. And when we were acting, like, the characters are meant to be scared, but I found myself genuinely getting goosebumps and shaking.
And I didn't like walking from set back to the green room.
Not by yourself.
At that time of night. And even when we went to the
Manor House.
The Manor House.
Yeah, they'd set that up really nicely.
Yeah.
You walked into the room and it was where they were about to sacrifice the lady. You know, they're about to cut her wrists and drink her blood and stuff like that.
Very specific again.
Yeah, we've got the white mask on, the red capes and everything, and we're, you know, there's a séance kind of going on. You go into the room and, you know, I think I was waiting to sort of go on. They called us to set, and you walked in. They had all the candles lit, all, like, you know, the stuff on the floor with the like apocalypse symbol. And it got really hot, and it's just really creepy, you know. And it's dead quiet. It's absolutely black. It's night time, and there's fire. It was just.
And the building was definitely haunted. Like there were ghosts, 100%.
The lady that worked at the reception of this like old manor house, she let us all in, and she said one of the rooms has been known for being haunted.
Okay.
And I don't know if she's just winding me up, but I got scared. We slept there as well, so I'd be in bed like, oh my god.
No, honestly, we shared a room, and I was like, Jess, I think the ghost is in. She was like, it's fine, it's another room. I was like, no, it's this room.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
There were so many noises. Honestly, it was a beautiful house, but it was terrifying.
You slept in the house. You didn't have your own sort of trailer or hotel.
No, because it was such a beautiful manor house. It's normally used for weddings and stuff. Isn't it? Woodhall Manor or something.
Yeah, Woodhall Manor.
So that was basically the beginning of the film we filmed in the manor. So when we were there, they thought, like, we'll treat the actors and stay in this manor, and it was just gorgeous.
We were just using the downstairs of it, so all the rooms were free. So we got to stay in the rooms. They were beautifully done up. Like, we had the wedding suite.
Yeah, no, we did. But it was like a gorgeous bath. It was so strange.
When we got in our room, it was like, look, okay, let's just stay in the room now.
Yeah.
And you were the sofa mat, of course,
I was
downstairs.
on the sofa downstairs with just a little
With the ghost.
Yeah, with the ghost.
We did give him a pillow as well. Come on.
Do you guys like horror films as well? Do you
Love horror
I do. I like all Insidious. Who's the director? Is it James Wang or
Meant to be promoting your own film here.
Adam
no,
Rosemel, I
sorry.
think. The Seven is the creepiest of all time.
Yeah, could be. No, but from like Insidious and all those films, like, you know, there's films that they sort of just, you know, they make you jump, and some directors have got a way of doing it where they, you know, they build the music up tension, they try and scare you, but they don't. And then it comes a second later, so it's nice because this. I mean, I think the Seven's got some of that as well in it, so it's got that kind of, you know, new aspect of horror. But yeah, it's just such a good film, and it's out on the 28th, and definitely you should go and buy it.
Put it in the diary. Did you guys jump at the chance to be in this as soon as you read the script?
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, talking about horror films, I'm obsessed. I have been. I think at 9 years old, my dad let me watch The Exorcist, so probably not the best parenting skill from him. But from then on, I was, you know, Scream and The Shining. I've always been a massive horror film fanatic. So if it comes out in the cinema, I'm there always. Love a horror. So to get cast, and I think I did an interview years ago saying what's your dream job, and I said a horror film. So now I look back and I'm like, hey.
Done it. Tick it off the list. Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
I'm a massive horror fan. I think I met the director and the producer a few years ago. I think I was an extra in one of their films, and it wasn't horror. And I remember we were just having a chat, and I was saying, I love horrors, I love thrillers. Again, probably not as young as 9, maybe like 11 or 12, but I loved watching horror films from a young age. And they rang me up one day and they said, we've got this horror coming up. And I just went, yeah, I'm in. And they're like, do you not want it? No, I'm in, I'll do it. And they were like, okay, cool. So then we met up and we went through the script, and the script was amazing and everything just fell into place. But I knew I had to work with them because the crew's amazing. And I was like, they're going to have an awesome cast as well. And yeah, I'm so glad.